I like to start the show off with initially how we met.
Yeah.
And so do you remember? Do you want to tell it?
You could tell it, man. Go ahead.
I don't remember the exact like event that we met at.
We met at Pride, bro.
Was it okay? It was Pride. Okay, I didn't know if we met up. I guess we went to Pride together though, right?
Nah. I went with Alex.
And then
that's when I met you, Luke, and your other homie. I don't remember his name.
Donovan. Yeah. Shout out to Donovan if you're watching, because that was like the most. First of all, that was like the most random meetup.
Yeah, it really was. Yeah,
because that was our first time going to Pride. That was your first time. I don't know if it was Alex's first time.
Nah, that was Alex's like third, fourth time.
Yeah.
I was always like, why do people? I didn't know why straight people went to Pride, but then like it was hella fun though. It's funny every time I tell people that like that's how
they're like
me and my best homies met. They're like pause, like but it's
funny because we had when me and Luke went, that was our first time.
Yeah.
And we brought a homie that we used to play against in college. So Donovan, the guy you met, he was a good friend that we just built over playing against each other.
Yeah.
And so that was really cool. He was like, I'm visiting San Francisco. I think he literally came out to visit us.
Yeah.
And then that was just a cool way
to
mix.
I know what's hella cool about it too is like it was ironic because you and Alex are really childhood friends.
Yeah.
But y'all met, like y'all reconnected kind of like after that.
For
you
sure.
Know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Yeah.
So it was that's a fun story. But
that's dope.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and well, first, before we get into your story, this podcast owes some dues to Mike because we originally started the podcast together. March 2020.
Yes, sir.
Literally the first week of COVID, not the first day, but the first week.
Yeah, the first week. Yep. Met at Phil's Coffee.
Yep.
You know, talked about how we wanted to kind of get something started and backed it out and got rolling from there.
Do you remember kind of that like conversation of like what exactly we were trying to accomplish in the beginning, because it's kind of changed over time, but like what?
Yeah, I think in the beginning we just kind of wanted to build a platform to just kind of talk about, I mean, we really wanted to talk about the state of kind of the world at that time with, that's when like the Black Lives Matters protests were pretty much like at their peak. Obviously COVID shutting everything down. So I think we kind of just wanted to talk about business but we really wanted to talk a lot about the current events that were going on, and then a lot about music too. Like we really wanted to. I mean, we're still tough in music, but
we had a whole segment.
Yeah,
it was like
exactly.
like 30 minutes for a segment. Yeah. We had hella rappers come on. Shout out J-Sack.
Yeah, bro, I mess with J-Sack so tough. Yeah, like ever since that interview, like I love his music. Like we still we still follow each other on IG. Yeah. Like I be tapping in. Like,
he's the homie. He's the homie. Really cool. He just dropped some dope stuff yesterday. I was in the car listening with my son.
For sure.
And I was telling him who he was. So shout out J-Sack.
Yeah, definitely.
And I've been listening to him since like 2013. So
dang,
like it's been a while.
Definitely. But love the growth though. Like it's cool. It's hella cool seeing somebody like the way their progression in music like over a few years. Like he was always good, but it's just so much more polished now. So much it's just hella cool to see.
Yeah, for sure. So that would be kind of why we started the podcast, is to talk about the crazy world we were living in. He would come over to we kind of built like a little studio in my office. He would come over like Sunday mornings and we would record. And it was really cool because we were in some businesses at that time, and kind of the purpose was like some businesses were doing really well and some were kind of struggling, right? A lot of people were wondering what's going to happen with Turo.
Definitely.
That was a very scary thing for people, and we had so many cars on the platform.
Yeah.
We were like,
especially that first week, 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Even the first month when it's just like cancellation after cancellation. It's like, dang. I have and especially the way we start off the same way, which is like the way most people start off with doing Turo is like financing a bunch of cars, which I don't do anymore. We'll talk about later in the podcast. But like, it's like, dang, I got all these car loans and I got all these cancellations. Like how I'm about to make these car loan payments and stuff like that. Not just for this month, but for the rest of, the rest of the duration of it. Cause like we didn't know how long it was going to last, and it ended up lasting a long time. Yeah,
they said 2 weeks, and they said 2 months, and it was just kept going. But the really cool thing that we noticed after a couple months, maybe even a couple weeks, was Turo was extremely popular.
Yeah, definitely.
And
Definitely.
reasons could be because everything else was shut down, public transportation, everything else. People still needed to a car, right?
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
so Turo actually blew up even more during COVID.
Yeah, exactly.
And then brought more hosts on because they were bored at home. Like, how can I make more money? And interest rates were super low.
Super low.
So you could go to the bank and get a car and your payment be hella low.
Yeah.
So it kind of did the reverse effect. And that's why we started the podcast, to just be like, this is what's happening in our business.
Yeah.
Rather than tell you 5 years later, which we kind of talked about. We don't really like when entrepreneurs do that. But
yeah, exactly. That was a really cool thing that came out of the podcast.